You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Relentless search for luxury, in search of peace and happiness, the human mind wouldn't rest. A constant nag within we soul, demanding respect from the world. We get the urge in different form, but luxury is the norm. Money is very essential, but can't buy peace of mind at all. We still like dogs without a bone, if we have the money alone. Because appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because importance, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. The feeling has no barrier. Race and class doesn't matter. Once you are alive, you in the game. You do anything to get a good name. Some wealthy men turn to suicide. Can't find food to feed their pride. The aged and crippled in the ring, fight to be like a king. Children become delinquents for lack of love from their parents. That's why appreciation is most important to man. Appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. Solution to bad industrial relations. Employees will gladly draw their pay and do the job half the way. When workman feeling unwanted, the working spirit is daunted. He comes on the job and fool around. Production going down. Just make him feel significant. You get him do anything you want. A pat on the back is the best move for relations to improve. Because appreciation is on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because because important. If we are drive to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. Our deepest craving is common. All we need is attention to put us in the happy zone, regardless of what we own. Life is lonely without it. Each one should give a little bit. Do what you want your neighbors do, then life on earth will be true. Take a tip from the scripture. Appreciate one another. Share your love and make the mold for total peace in the world. Appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important. We are trying to live. Everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously.
As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
WZYE 95.9 FM listener. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you get in, do your civic duty, do your WZYE civic duty, share it live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do here at WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
And we do mean that, folks. We originate, we don't imitate. And here is another step where we talk about where we originate, we don't imitate. We have put our voices together with our real names to tell you what we do here in the village on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. So take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pledge to you, the people, that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we are not going to mislead you. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank God for another day. And it's a pleasure to be here with each and every one, especially with you, Professor.
That is fantabulous, splendiferous, marvelous, trumandiferous, splentastic, spectacular, and wonderfulicious, Tommy. Thank you very much.
Well, you know, I'm excited to find out about Tobago Day yesterday.
You know, Tobago Day, there was a lot of people there, man.
Okay.
The chief was there.
Chief Sec?
Yeah, he was there. Brother B was there too. There was another person from the THA, I think was a young lady. You know, but it was good. It was very, very good. As a matter of fact, last time I went to Tobago, which was 2 years ago, I learned that my family is the person who does make all kind of different things from dasheen. They had dasheen black cake, dasheen pone, dasheen juice, all kind of thing. And you know, I had to patronize. So I bought a dasheen black cake, a dasheen pone, some red plum. I got a little red plum. Yeah, I got a little red plum. What's that buy, boy? And one or two other things that I bought. And of course, I went, sit down. When on my return, I was saying, don't in the car and driving back. I was licking up them plum, boy. Yeah. It tastes real good. It's not dasheen plum though. You ever had dasheen black cake?
No, but I keep saying that next time I go to Tobago, I'm gonna have to try some of that because that looks very enticing.
Yeah, boy. It real good. Dasheen pone. Plenty thing from dasheen. You
Yeah,
understand?
I saw when they had the Blue Food Festival,
Right.
they featured that.
Correct is right. And why it tastes real good. I ain't gonna lie. It tastes good. It tastes good. You see? So I still have maybe half a piece of black cake left and half of the pone left. Well, I bought 3 bags of plums, so I ate one. I don't know if my wife go partake in any of it, but if she ain't partake in it, I go look it up. I ain't worried. Them plum them ain't gonna last. They ain't gonna last. Yeah, they ain't gonna last. No, they ain't lasting at all. So Tommy, um, your partner didn't get Vicks. Your partner didn't get vapor rub today. He was in first.
I noticed he defied Robin.
Finally, yeah, finally. So he come back in again. Yeah, he just pipped Monica Rampison. He pipped Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Batman say good evening, Professor and Uncle Tommy. Remember to hit the thumbs up button and share the live. Let's make it 20K as soon as possible. Yes. Thank you very much, Batman. We at 18,700 and climbing. Yeah, we ain't making joke. 18,700 and climbing, folks. And with your help, we go reach 20,000 in short space. Monica say, oh, Batos. Yeah, Batos, boy. Without Robin. Monica says, good afternoon, everyone. Uncle Tommy and Wall Street blessings.
Same to you.
Yeah. All things work together for the good to them that love God, even to those that are called by his name. Amen. Yeah. Monica sounds like she's a preacher, right? Romans 8, verse 28. Yeah. Look. Hey, Mr. Intellectual, crawl up the ladder, boy. You come into this time.
Yeah,
No, sir. Go ahead.
he's back up. He's getting back on his game.
Yeah. No sight of Caribbean soul still.
So came in late.
Yeah. I know, boy. Like either they are soul working late or somebody taking away his phone or something ain't going right. Oh, no, Tommy. He pulled one over the weekend. You remember that?
Yep.
Sunday? Yes. He pulled one. He
Yes.
wasn't
Yes. He
here.
did.
But
Yes.
yeah.
He did.
Yeah, you pull one. All right. I'll take that back. Soul pull us something there. Kevin George, welcome. Kevin George, good night to everyone. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Miss Santa Cruz, I
You,
know
Miss
you're sure. Good evening to my friends. Tommy, the opposition had a press conference today. And my God, it seemed that Penny's living down to her name, not up, living down to her name. Penny Weak Betty. And we're gonna play that. I hear she say some things day to day. I was wait now, boy. What planet she living on? And Tommy, they had a cohort, a journalist. Is that a journalist? That's what they call them? Is that a journalist?
or propagandist. Which one?
A propagandist. Yeah, propagandist. At the press conference. And Tommy, he get fact checked by your own party. The man asks questions and they had to correct him about the questions he asked. I said, but the man didn't even prepare, Tommy. What does that tell you? You go to a press conference and ask questions, and they have to correct you about the questions you ask. Something wrong. Something wrong.
Something just ain't right.
Something ain't right. Something wrong. Here comes Caribbean Soul. I go take my 6th place and keep in my corner. No, Soul, you get a participation medal. you know, Tommy, when you ain't come in the top 3 now, just get a participation medal. If you come 9th, 10th, or 11th, or 12th, Caribbean Soul get a participation medal. Caribbean Soul, take your medal and be happy. Don't let nobody take away your medal. Eh? Correct is right. Good afternoon, WZYE TV and listeners. Batman, Monica, Hanif, Kevin, Anna, the lioness boy. Yeah, the lioness boy. Hey, look who come next to me. Volsang. He moving way down the ladder now, you know. You understand?
But Sang, at least he's still in the game, so there's hope.
Game? He in the game with the West Indies?
There's hope. There's hope.
There's hope? All right. Give him some hope. All right. Volsang, Tommy say you hope. I hope Tommy don't put less at the end. I hope you're not adding less to me. You know what I mean?
There's a village in Tobago for hope.
Yeah, you gain him hope?
Yep.
All right. I hope you don't put less at the end. Pull Sammy. Plus, good night, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tom, and everyone on the live. Tommy, look your partner. 2 days in a row, you come. Your partner.
Yep. I saw it earlier. I was looking through.
Yeah, you come 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row, you come. Yeah. You come 2 days in a row. Maybe you go try for 3 tomorrow. What do you think?
He can make it.
You think so?
He can do it.
Yeah. Mean Jean says, good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Sandy Ford B. Harry, the PM of Trinidad, say, no independence party. This year, penny, sorry. Penny for your wishes, boy. Penny for your thoughts. Clinton Williams, Professor Walshit and Uncle Tommy. What do you man say? Bless up, brother. Yeah, man. Blessing.
Same to you, Clinton.
Blessing is all the trimmings. Good night, Wall Street, Tommy and chat. Cool runner. Farmer Kane, boy. Farmer Kane started a controversy last Sunday, you know? Right, Tommy? Big controversy, boy. All kind of things people saying.
If it's Gypsy, if it's Baron,
if it's
crazy.
Yeah.
It almost made people go crazy.
Yeah, and your partner, you know your partner does lie a lot. You understand? He get that wrong too. A simple thing like that. Before he come in to me, he could have gone Google it, you know. But since he don't use Google, he get it wrong.
Sure you don't use Google, the preacher?
No, you don't use Google. Tommy, I feel he went to school during recess, you know. I feel so. I ain't sure yet, but I feel so. Keishon, welcome. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy and Professor Warshid and all in the village. Good afternoon to you.
Same to you. Good evening.
Sandy Ford, no parade. The day still a holiday to go to the beach, river, or even in the bar and drink. Listen, Tommy, the opposition making a big deal out of this, boy. Right? But yet, there was a threat to the minister, Wayne Sturge, right?
Yep.
And his family. If there's a threat to him and his family, and anything now, Colin, what's his name? What's his name again? Colin what? Whatever his name is. Hear what he's saying. Hear what he's saying. But wait now, them that's have a Monday night forum with all them dignitaries in the forum. How you could compare that, Tommy, to all the high people in government, military, and everything on an Independence Day parade? How you could compare them to?
And a lot of other people repeating it. That is part of the propagandists.
Correct.
Theory.
Are they running with that? Oh God, well, they had a Monday night event, and look how much of them was there. That is different. That's different. But for me, there was a threat to the minister. Right? And if there's a threat to the minister, why should they put anybody in jeopardy? What's the big deal? And you know something? I will show you a video just now. And it makes a lot of sense. You know what? Let me finish with the chat here. Caribbean, so anybody here the 1% making noise cause independence, there has no profit for them to make. How they gonna make noise? They ain't making no noise. They might making silent noise. It have pan in the avenue for independence. That's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, they gonna listen to pan. Pan don't scare no animals. Yeah. Pan don't scare old people. Tommy
It's
Mohammed,
make
welcome. Good night, Professor Walsheet, Uncle Tommy, and all listeners. Go ahead, Tommy.
Pandas are dog dancing to the calypso.
Correct is right. Keith Dionorian. Keith boy, I don't know where you put it, huh? I know where you type there, boy, but something you type there, boy. Hey, look, Tommy Mohammed say, good night to Farmer Kenyas. Tommy say you're gonna eat something. Tommy, watch yourself, you know. Yeah. Hey, Tommy, look your partner. Look your partner, Tommy. You know who that is, right?
Dexter.
That your Trin Jersey partner.
My Trin Jersey partner. Okay.
Yeah.
DJ Madness.
Yeah, DJ Madness. He only play mad music. Oh God. KFC inside. KFC. I'm the KFC. KFC.
I hear KFC.
What's going on?
KFC is very low. Not hearing anything.
If I went and support him, Trinidad killer. Yeah, nah, killer out of what she self, you know. Seriously. It have ice all over. It have ice all over the place, you know. You know what I'm saying? Eh. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Huh?
Barely hear what KFC saying. Ain't hearing a word.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why that was. Yeah. Yeah, man. Who's that? Good night, Bula. All right. Yeah. All right. So, folks, is the audio low? I don't know how the audio could be low.
I couldn't hear KFC.
I don't touch nothing in here, you know. Let me do
couldn't
something.
Couldn't hear KFC.
Okay. Hold on. All right, let me restart my phone. Because let me restart my phone. Okay. All right, folks. I'm restarting my phone. All right. So I'm restarting my phone for now. I don't know why that has happened. But I ain't touching nothing on my phone, and we're gonna see. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. So for now, call if you want to make a call, call Tommy phone 973-609-6509. Because I just restarted my phone. I'll put it back on. By the way, Tommy, I'm gonna get a new phone, man. Time to get. Huh?
Update is always good.
Yeah. Yolanda, welcome. George Ramdeen, good Good night to you. Good night to you. George Yolanda. Yeah, Batman. Time to upgrade, but yeah. Correct is right. This is QP. QP. Is this first time QP here, boy? Stand your ground for this happy flying hybrid government. They have been lying, misleading citizens, but God has always allowed those two happy flying birds to expose them unaware. They're exposing themselves. What QP talking about? QP, what are you talking about? Let me see if I understand this. Stand your ground for this happy flying hybrid government. They have been lying, misleading citizens by God, but God has always allowed these two happy flying hybrids to expose them unaware they're exposing themselves. What have they been lying about? QP? I'm just trying to find out. Tommy, what have they been lying about?
Propagandists at work.
Okay.
Remember, it's every nook and cranny they're gonna deploy them in.
Okay. All right, here we go.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Wow. Tommy? So, QP, I'm asking a question. Did Marvin send you as one of his propagandists? Because we have Gordon Joseph. We have you think that is Banmeha? Monica? You think so? All right. We have PNM Red Fox, right? But Banmeha done get banned already. I wonder if anybody does get. Listen to this fella. Tommy, you know it'll be getting to them, eh? You what Gordon Dryden Joseph say. I wonder if anybody does get fed up with hearing that. Gordon Dryden Joseph, I'm gonna tell you something. You know what important? Repetition. And let me give you an example. Repetition is like, for example, Tommy, I might go 3 days and I run 5 miles. Right? I might run it in one pace the first day. I might run it in a different pace the second day, and I might run it in a different pace the third. But it's repetition. You understand? So, don't worry, Gordon. You have much more to hear about it. Yeah? Much more. Batman say he feel his bandman. You feel that fella is bandman. But how we gonna know that? Like QP gone, boy. QP gone, boy. Gone. Donna Gockin. A blessed good night to all who are locked on. Good night to you, Donna. So, Tommy, I want you all to listen to this about the Independence Day celebration. Listen to Earl.
I have never liked or never appreciated or never got what it is behind this parade, this Independence Day parade, this thing that we've gotten from our colonial past, this show of might. You know, I don't get that. If we're celebrating our independence, I have no problem with a parade, but I would like to see our schools. I'd love to see our manufacturers come out with floats with the products that we make, that we give to the world. I'd like to see PAN. I'd like to hear TASA. You know, I think our independence parade should be a celebration of who we are. I don't get the bikes and the guns and the uniforms because I don't think that's who we are. I don't feel that. And I am all for a parade, but not this thing that we have just adopted from our colonial past.
There you have it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you have it. Yeah? It's about time.
Somebody's talking.
Huh?
It's about time people start speaking up.
Correct is right. You're not gonna get because anything the UNC government does, right? Even though they're doing the right thing, and most of the people will agree of the things being done, the PNM have to go against it. You know? Remember last time when the UNC was in power, Prime Minister Rowley, opposition leader at the time, Rowley says, they will isolate the government and they will agree with nothing they bring to Parliament. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. Think it easy. Only I wonder if that is bandman in truth, boy. I don't think so, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Yo, Miss Santa Cruz answer Gordon Dryden. Gordon, no. But we just get fed up hearing you. But Gordon by is true, you know, boy. You know much people that fed up hearing you, boy. I ain't lying to you, I'm telling you the truth. I know we speak the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Plenty people. Yeah. All right. Whoever that caller is, they'll call back. What's going on there, boy? All right. There we go. Hi, Beulah. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Beulah.
Well, Beulah, how are you? You hearing her?
Good. Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Yes.
Tell me you hearing her?
Claro.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't restart my phone. Beulah,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm fine. Just watching all you. Like to watch all you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say, with what you said, Mr. Wall Street, I did remember when Rowley said, when he was the prime minister, he said we will not cooperate with them. He said we will isolate them for as long as they're in office until they leave office.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
He will not cooperate.
Yeah.
And today we see that they have lost the elections because of their own words turn around and start to whip them. And that is why God has handed them over to a reprobate mind. And if you Google up reprobate, the Bible speak about God will hand them over to a reprobate mind. Right? And this is what we see in today, that God has placed Kamala Persad-Bissessar, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, in power because everybody had condemned her. That same Mr. Rowley told Kamala all kind of things. She could jump out high, she could jump out low, she could drink this, she could drink that, she could back up my dog, but I'll ignore she can't. Right? The man said it in the podium in front of everybody for the world to hear. So disrespectful. And then these PNMites then want to talk about Kamala this and Kamala that and Kamala the other. They need to check on that last government who was in power for 9.5 years. And what they did to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and then Rowley have the audacity to go in the spiritual Baptist shout a Baptist church and dance and sing the song. Oh, I forget the name of the song, right? And he have that man. He don't even. I think he don't even fear God till God throw him off now, right? And I am certain that that man don't have a peaceful day and he don't have a restful night because of the seeds that he sow. You know, people that say it's karma. I don't believe in karma. What I believe in, say the seeds that you sow is what you will reap. Dolly Gatsby and all of them, they have no shame. They need to just I don't know, just go back into hibernation, just like the political leader, Miss Penelope Beckles. Now she have a voice for 9.5 years while the people was crying out and they was demanding answers and they wanted help and they where was Penelope Beckles? Huh? That is why God get fed up of them. He got angry with them and he handed them over to a reprobate mind. And Google up what reprobate mind mean. It is a scary thing, and that is why they will be so in opposition and maybe out of opposition for another 1,000 years to come. They will never see the corridors of governance in this country again. For the things that they do to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to the children and to the people that died, and they wanted help and they never get it. Medical help, land, etc. They never get it under that regime. Now that Kamala is in power and she's working, they have all kind of things to say. But then again, they don't plant a green tree, you know. They just plant a ripe tree, a tree that bring it forth fruits. That is the one that they will go after. Okay, I'm listening.
Thank you. Escuchando pel.
Go ahead, Tommy. What is the say again?
Escuchando pel. Stone at tree that don't have fruit.
You know, Tommy, I want to say something, eh? You know, not one truth. Gordon Dryden told a truth. And I know it was hard for him to say it, eh? That he have learned quite a bit from this show. Finally, he admits something, right? Truthful. That he learns a lot from this show. And I want to tell him that's what we do here, right? When you come in here, when you are a miseducated PNM and you're coming to this program, whenever you leave the program, you are educated, you are more educated, you are less miseducated. But when you go listen to them other programs, all you're getting is miseducation, you know. It's miss everything you get in. And we do not do that here. We educate you so you could help yourself. Huh? Mr. Intellectual said, and I see your people talking, tackling you with children love. Is that one, right? What is that one there, Miss Santa Cruz? I missed that one they told me about it.
That's over our heads.
Yeah. Anthony said, I'll take a cup, please. What cup? Cool Runner said, somebody touch me. Monica Ramke soon asks, Gordon, what trippiness you talking about? What trippiness you talking? Tommy, I listened to the opposition press conference today, and as a matter of fact, we're gonna play that for you as well. The Minister of Finance had to respond to what Colin Booth said about them cutting. Tommy, let me take this one quick before you go for the break. Mr. Intellectual, you have 2 minutes before you go for the break. Go ahead.
Bless evening. I just wanted to say I missed all the program yesterday.
Okay.
And I had to be somewhere else. And I'm hoping to have a view of what it is I kind of missed out on.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't able to review the program.
Yeah.
So I see the PNM start to play the propagandist again back here. And let me let Mr. Maloney know we make him out. He's a PNM propagandist.
Yeah.
I have saying so.
Yeah. We flush him out. We flush him out.
Flush out now.
Flush out now. Yeah.
Have a blessed evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Just recognize him now as a diehard PNM. He got dead one.
Yeah. There you go. Listen to this, Gordon Dryden. This is for you.
That the
Gordon.
PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
And why you all think Gordon Dryden Joseph is here? Right? He is
the preaching gospel.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Intellectual. All right. Later.
Have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
And that is why Gordon Dryden Joseph is here, Tommy. They send him to preach the gospel. No?
Of course, but we have the power of discernment.
Yeah. We figure him out long time. You see, when he put on the red tutu, Tommy, and he started dance around Bali's house, you can't stop him, you know. Nothing stop him, you know. Yeah, Tommy, you know he started with just a red earplugs, but you have graduated now, you know. He going out in tutu now. Folks are gonna take that break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, folks, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And don't forget, please share the live.
And Volsang, yeah, we will have we go try to get Errol Fabian in here. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say PNM dead. Even the 1% say the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. CEPEP. No more pale pale. The rising sun is red. money to health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Oh, every pipe must have water 5. Roads smooth as 6. Provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, the put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hood ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up. Seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box. PNM dead. Tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make. Investors not coming for the work. No more ice cream and cake. PNM dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all this. 1. UNC on a mission 2 to correct the school system. 3. End poverty and clean up TNT. 4. Speed up the housing process. 5. Lower taxes. 6. Revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1%ers say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, the put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hood ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead.
It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Worship, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And don't forget, folks, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Or 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And as the professor asked us to do, please share the live. Thank you.
So, folks, the CEO takes legal action against Faris Alwari. Imagine that, Tommy.
Yep.
And Tommy,
that's
he was
CEPEP.
CEPEP, yeah. He was working under the PNM, eh? He was the CEO under the PNM, eh? You understand?
Yep.
But I'm not going to say more about that. I'll leave it there. I know Key Daddy. So take a listen to this, folks. Imagine this. Unbelievable. Tommy, and he's still the CEO, eh? Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Keith Eddy has brought a claim for damages in relation to certain malicious, false, and baseless statements made by Senator Al-Rawi. In a pre-action protocol letter issued on behalf of Mr. Eddy by Freedom Law Chamber.
The man get a pre-action protocol. You know, Tommy, I don't understand. Have the police questioned Faris Alwari as yet?
I don't know, maybe somebody in the chat can tell us.
Folks, somebody in the chat, have they questioned Faris Alwari as yet? What do they, what do these guys have to do in order for the police to go and question them. Maybe they question them and we don't know it, but I'm asking. And I will believe if something like that happens to me, that will be public knowledge. But I don't know what they're waiting for.
Members described Mr. Al-Rawi's public insinuations that Mr. Eddy was unethical and hypocritical as a carefully orchestrated political smear campaign and character assassination designed to divert public and legal attention away from the fraudulent and illegal extension of CEPEP contracts just days before the general election and without cabinet approval. Mr. Eddy's attorneys describe him as having acted with the utmost integrity by seeking to safeguard the interest of CEPEP by former CEPEP chairman Mr. Joel Edwards, who is believed to have fraudulently deceived the board into ratifying a non-existent cabinet decision. Mr. Eddy's legal representatives claim that his ability to continue as CEPEP CEO was undermined by a loss of confidence from stakeholders, contractors, and the public in light of Mr. Al-Rawi's statements, which were disseminated to a vast audience via social and print media. The pre-action protocol letter calls upon Mr. Al-Rawi to make an unqualified public apology and withdraw any allegations made against Mr. Eddy, refrain from uttering further defamatory words, admit liability for defamation of character, and allow the High Court to quantify compensation, and agree to protect Mr. Eddy from all legal costs incurred as a result of the defamation. Mr. Al-Rawi has 14 days to comply out of court before High Court proceedings are initiated. Stacia Yoward, TTT News.
Tommy, I don't know what the TTP is waiting for. Seriously, I don't know what. I mean, you have an affidavit. You have the CEO telling you. I mean, he wanted the guy to act like a bandit. And he refused. Yeah? He refused. What?
Hey,
Tommy?
switch on there.
Tommy, can you read that on the screen there? Oh. Read that for me.
Through his attorneys at Freedom Law Chambers, Eddy issued a pre-action protocol letter to Al-Rawi yesterday.
Oh, what is that?
He's saying that Eddy issued the pre-action protocol through his attorneys at Freedom Law.
Okay. So, I don't understand.
He's just reiterating what you...
Oh, just reiterating what we already says.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. John Bojan, welcome. Bojan, John, welcome. Tommy, how the PNM DPP will not allow our police to question him? The police need the DPP to question him? I don't think so. Do they?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Cool Runner said, not surprised to see Felicia Thomas on our board. It's normal for union leaders to be on our board. Let me say this. And let me go solo for you for a minute. Folks, let me tell you something. That is the difference between Kamala Persad-Bissessar, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and the PNM. One woman, by the way, she born April 22nd. I am April 20. She's the 22nd, I'm the 20th. Same sign. Yeah? That is the difference between one transformational leader, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, and the PNM with their reactionary positions. All them good for is to react. Look at the innovative ideas that the UNC have brought in less than 4 months to Trinidad and Tobago. I want one PNM person. Well, anyone. Bring me one innovative idea that the PNM brought to Trinidad and Tobago in the last 10 years. One. I want one. I only want one. I'm not looking for two. I'm not looking for three. Give me one. One. Gordon Dryden, you could try. PNM Red Fox, you could try. Well, I don't see Patty. Patty going somewhere. I don't see Patty either. Maybe Patty could send a text, Patty. Or send a voice note. All I want one. I don't want more than one. I ain't asking for a lot, Tommy. I cannot ask them for too much because they cannot do too much at one time. You see how much thing the Prime Minister doing? The Prime Minister was like in 3 different places on one day. And they want to know where she working, what she doing, or why she working from home. Listen, I've said this, Tommy, and I'm going to say it again. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, please work from home more. Please, we begging you, work from home more. Because the more you work from home, right, the more things get done in Trinidad and Tobago. So please, continue to work from home. Don't worry about them PNM. Don't worry about them PNM propagandists and them. Don't worry about them. Continue to work from home. Yeah, Tommy. I wanted to continue to work from home because we're getting things done, Tommy, and that's what it's about.
Not just that. The way the world has gone, you can work from anywhere.
Anywhere. What, Tommy? What? Baha'i teaching discourage
reliance on astrology and horoscopes as a guide for life, viewing them as superstitious rather than a science. Okay, it's your opinion.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you entitled to your opinion, boss. Rajesh say, my sign is 100% Trini. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Taurus. Yeah. The Prime Minister is Taurus. But I am at the cusp. I could be either Aries or Taurus. Right?
Talking about that, yesterday would have been Manning's birthday.
Who's that?
Yesterday would have been Patrick Manning's birthday.
I missed that, but I was always send out the I just saw something because I went to Patrick Manning's funeral. I actually get invited, boy. Yeah. So as we say that, folks, let me say congratulations to Jack Warner. He's on a journey to a PhD at 82 years of age. Yeah? Jack Warner is on a journey to a PhD at 82 years of age. So you see, folks, nothing is too late. Nothing is too late. Yeah? And let me give Jack a round of applause for that.
Never too old to learn.
Yeah, never too old to learn. Yeah? Never too old to learn. Yeah, they go say all kind of things. Yeah? Oh, I could have stayed in there and do that, yes? I remember I put it over here. All right, take this, Mr. One. But folks, the latest is that the Minister of Finance, Dave Tanku, answered Mr. Imbu regarding what he was talking about foreign the Forex to me, because you know the certain banks cut the amount of money you could change. The amount of US you could get around the Tobago again.
Yep.
You understand? Tommy, how could they get away with that?
Because
how could they get
the banks do what they want in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow. It's just unbelievable, boy. But listen to
Many years ago, Time magazine described them as predators in paradise.
that was a succinct description, really and truly. Yeah, that was a real description there. So, folks, listen to this. Was just released earlier today, by the Minister of Finance, Dave Tanko. All right, let's take a listen. All right, let's remove this from here, and we listen to that.
Finance Minister blasts Imbert over credit card spending limit criticism. Finance Minister Davendranath Tanku dismissed opposition MP Colm Imbert's recent criticism of commercial bank credit card spending limit cuts as cheap theatrics from the person responsible for Trinidad and Tobago's foreign exchange crisis. The war of words erupted following Imbert's comments on Republic Bank's recent decision to impose new reduced US dollar spending limits on credit cards, a move that has sparked concern among consumers and businesses alike. Mr. Imbert is expressing fake concern for a crisis he caused by failing to create an enabling environment for foreign and domestic investment, economic diversification, and to boost non-energy production and exports in particular, Tanku said in a strongly worded media release. The finance minister highlighted the country's foreign exchange situation under Imbert's stewardship, noting that when the Diego Martin North/East MP became finance minister in 2015, Republic Bank's credit card limit stood at $15,000 per cycle. By the time Imbert left office, that limit had plummeted to $5,000.
You hear that? From 15,000 to 5,000.
Yep.
Imagine that. And that is because you had to be a shortage of Forex.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you know what? Anyway, let's continue to listen. I mean,
the data reveals a troubling trend across the banking sector. Between 2020 and 2023, Republic Bank slashed its USD spending limit by 67%, while RBC Royal Bank implemented an even more dramatic 73% reduction in credit card.
From here, that 60-something percent and 70-something percent reduction, you know. Tommy, you know, I am asking myself, how come the other countries many countries of the island don't have the same type of problem? As I said, I was in St. Lucia. They don't have that type of problem. I don't think St. Vincent had a problem. I was in St. Vincent. They don't have a problem. Right? Union Island, them don't have a problem. But we have natural resources of oil and gas, and we have big problem with Forex. Well, make it make sense now.
USD limits. Imbert, as Minister of Finance, simply sat on his hands and did nothing serious to address the impending crisis for the decade during which he was Minister of Finance, Tanku charged. We are reaping the result of Imbert's incompetence of epic proportions. The current finance minister acknowledged the fundamental issue facing the Twin Island nation. As a country, we are using more foreign exchange than we are generating and have been doing so for years. Tanku outlined a three-pronged approach to addressing the crisis, emphasizing the need to generate more foreign exchange, manage existing foreign currency holdings more effectively, and engage in import substitution. Strategies, he argued, are not mutually exclusive. Beyond criticizing Imbert's past performance, Tanku questioned the motives behind the opposition MP's current commentary, suggesting it represents a calculated political strategy. His comments must be seen for what it is, a desperate attempt to distract the population from his own complicity, as well as to instill fear in the business environment and chase away domestic and foreign investors, the minister stated. Tanku characterized this as part of what he called the unpatriotic, anti-people position which the PNM has now adopted. Minister Tanku reassured stakeholders about the government's commitment to addressing the foreign exchange challenges. I want to confirm that as Minister of Finance, I am committed to working with all stakeholders to ensure effective and efficient use of our limited stock of foreign exchange while the government rolls out our transformation agenda to generate wealth for future generations.
Yeah, that's Tommy.
Yep.
Wealth for future generations. wealth for future generations. Tommy, did I play? I'm trying to find out here. Did I play the editorial with? Let me see. What's the name of that editorial? Let me see. What's the name of that editorial? The editorial. The Great Betrayal. How the PNM abandoned its Afro-Trinidadian base. Did I play that?
Not ringing a bell right now.
All right. Let me do.
How old is that?
2 days.
You did not play it.
I did not.
You did not.
I did it on Saturday. Okay, so this
you did
one.
not play it yesterday.
Okay, so this one is the one that caused. Let me see something. Okay, let me open this one here. Yeah. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I want to play parts of it because I think it's very important, and it came out of what the Prime Minister stated with how the PNM does treat the supporter base. Yeah, and I couldn't help it. And this one took me a very, very long time. This one took a long time. All right, but I want you all to listen to this. The PNM people don't like this at all. They don't like this. But
They
you know
won't.
the truth does offend. Yeah, they won't like it. Take a listen, folks. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I want to play some of it.
The Great Betrayal. How the PNM abandoned its Afro-Trinidadian base for elite interests. An editorial by Professor Wall Street.
An editorial analysis of Prime Minister Persad Bisesa's expose of PNM's systemic exploitation. In a stunning address delivered at Camden Hall, Couva on August 11, 2025, Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bisesa delivered what may be the most damning indictment of the People's National Movement's betrayal of its traditional Afro-Trinidadian base ever articulated by a sitting head of government. Her comprehensive expose reveals a systematic pattern of exploitation that spans 6 decades, a deliberate strategy of enriching a privileged 1% while keeping Afro-Trinidadian communities trapped in cycles of dependency and poverty.
The Prime Minister's revelation paints a disturbing picture of political manipulation that transformed what should have been empowerment into exploitation, turning the PNM's core supporters into unwitting accomplices in their own economic marginalization. This represents perhaps the most significant political betrayal in Trinidad and Tobago's post-independence history.
You see, Tommy, when we talk about how the PNM have done their own voter base, right? And the Prime Minister stated, you see what the PNM did to their voter base? She's not going to do that to the UNC supporters. And she's living up to her word because she's appointing people who have been loyal to the UNC to certain boards, right? And I don't have no problem with that. Loyalty deserves rewards. You see? But not the PNM. Not the PNM. The PNM only loyal to you when it's time comes for you to put your vote or your finger in the PNM voter bank. And after that, cancel Christmas and Carnival. It's over for you. We don't need you no more. Now we're going to the elite. We're going to give the 1% everything. Everything. Yeah? And she's absolutely 100% correct. But let's continue to listen.
The architecture of betrayal, creating dependency to ensure control. According to Prime Minister Persad Bisesa's analysis, the PNM strategy was as cynical as it was effective. The PNM has bankrupted their supporters and created a dependency syndrome to control them for political purposes, while simultaneously handing over the economy and wealth of the nation to the 1%.
Tommy, again, Tommy, Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bisesa, CEPEP had to be blown up, right? Because the PNM bankrupt the supporters. They bankrupt them and put them in the dependency syndrome. Right? And the only way you can fix that is to start all over again. Start all over. Yeah? And that is exactly what happened. And that is the best thing for Trinidad and Tobago going forward. Right?
This dependency syndrome manifested through deliberately inadequate employment programs that offered starvation wages while providing no real pathway to economic advancement. The Prime Minister highlighted how programs like CEPEP and URP, while presented as employment solutions, actually function as poverty traps designed to maintain political control rather than genuine empowerment.
URP Unemployment Relief Program. You in an unemployment relief program for over 10 years. How could that make any sense? How could that make sense? Insurance, you ain't getting that. Health benefits, you ain't getting that. Does CPEP and URP have a pension? I don't know. Right? These things are important. You put in a decade of your life into a job and you're not seeing anything down the road? How could you pull yourself up by your bootstrap out of poverty in that situation? And think about it, eh? That's why we had 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line under the PNM. The highest in the history of Trinidad and Tobago.
The psychological manipulation involved in this strategy is particularly insidious. By creating economic desperation and then offering minimal relief through make-work programs, the PNM ensured that their supporters would remain grateful for scraps while the party's elite connections accumulated billions. As the Prime Minister observed, these programs lack basic worker protections. No one speaks about the starvation wages of these programs and the inability to get a loan from any institution based on working there. The CLICO raid, destroying Afro-Trinidadian economic power. Perhaps the most devastating example of PNM's betrayal of its base was the systematic dismantling of CLICO, as revealed by the Prime Minister. The PNM raided CLICO, a majority Afro-run company, and partitioned it out for the 1%. This action represents more than financial mismanagement. It constitutes the deliberate destruction of one of the most significant Afro-Trinidadian controlled financial institutions in the Caribbean. It represented economic independence and community wealth building within the Afro-Trinidadian community. Its destruction and the subsequent transfer of its assets to privileged elites represents a textbook example of wealth extraction from marginalized communities. The CLICO raid demonstrates how the PNM used its political power not to protect and strengthen Afro-Trinidadian economic institutions, but to dismantle them for the benefit of a connected elite. This pattern of asset stripping from community-controlled entities while maintaining political loyalty through dependency programs revealed the sophisticated nature of this exploitation system. Silencing dissent, the war against Afro-Trinidadian voices. The Prime Minister's speech also exposed how the PNM and the elite allies systematically attack any Afro-Trinidadian voices that challenge this exploitative system. The 1% and the PNM try to destroy any strong Afro-Trinidadian voice that calls them out on their greed.
See this? This is a 400-ounce bar of
She specifically mentioned respected figures like Selwyn Cudjoe, John Jeremy, Roger Alexander, Michelle Benjamin, and Gillian John as targets of this systematic persecution. And of course, I have to add my name to the list, Ansem, Professor Wall Street Leaborn. These individuals represent independent Afro-Trinidadian thought leadership, exactly the kind of voices that threaten the PNM's dependency-based control system. This pattern of silencing dissent ensures that alternative narratives about economic empowerment and genuine development cannot gain traction within Afro-Trinidadian communities. By destroying credible alternative voices, the PNM maintained its monopoly on political discourse within these communities while continuing to serve elite interests. The economics of exploitation, billions to the elite, scraps to the base. The Prime Minister's detailed accounting of PNM's financial priorities reveals the stark mathematics of this betrayal. Elite enrichment, billions given away through the Invaders Bay foreshore development. Over 100 acres near the airport transferred to connected interests. Billions in CLICO assets redistributed to elite beneficiaries. $60 million spent on Ernst & Young and PwC consultants for Cal alone. $42 million paid to a group of attorneys for handling a single NGC case. Tens of millions to President Kangaloo's husband across multiple state entities. Base exploitation. Workers forced into starvation wage programs with no benefits. No vacation leave, maternity leave, or severance for program workers. Sexual exploitation of women in these programs. Ghost workers and criminal infiltration of programs. Inability to secure loans based on program employment. This financial analysis reveals a systematic wealth transfer from the broader Afro-Trinidadian community to a small group of connected elites, facilitated by the very party that claimed to represent these communities' interests.
And folks, the quote, we're going to stop there for now. The quote on the screen is by Martin Luther King. All labor has worth. It's a crime to live in this rich nation and receive starvation wages. And that is what the PNM have done. All labor in Trinidad and Tobago has worth. It is a crime by the PNM for people to live in such a rich nation of Trinidad and Tobago, yet receiving starvation wages. Yeah? And when we talk about the evilness of the PNM, and most of those people are PNM supporters. And what this current party is doing is changing that. They're changing it. We should be happy. Finally, right? Things are going to change. Yeah? Who sang that song, Tommy? The whole thing changed up. That was Duke?
Yep.
Yeah, Duke sang the song. The whole thing changed up. Yeah? The whole thing changed up. But that's just a little part of that editorial that I had to play. And those are is that the one Dominic Domain? Yeah. Dominic Domain, right? Put a post on that editorial. Keyshawn, welcome.
Good night, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Same to you, my friend.
Yeah, Professor, I'm just watching this thing, but I remember you playing something earlier about how Prime Minister Kamala Prasad had exposed them the other day.
Yeah.
This nonsense, bunch of thief, brother.
Yeah.
Thief. Yeah. They mean their own people. Betrayers. And I've seen the question that you asked earlier. I haven't seen PNM, Red Fox, none of them answer the question yet. One thing have they done? Nothing.
One.
Not even one. The only dumb thing I could think about is that Eleanor Clark Highway that's breaking up, and the Point Fortin Highway that's pieces of it are breaking up. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, maybe mosquito crack. Mosquito crack.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, they haven't rectified that. Damn thief on them. Fire burn them nasty, dirty, stinking PNM. Locked on and listening.
Yeah. So Tommy, let me go in the chat and see. I sure PNM folks put one innovative thing the PNM have done in the last 10 years. Let me go back and see. Ginger said the evil PNM is black slavery, not black freedom, or because they believe it's black, outright sold in 1976. Yeah, KFC. You're inside.
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
What's happening?
Good night, my brother.
Mr. Washington, who joined the propaganda machine?
Who's that?
PNM Ulrich. He going all over. He going all over. Also, all the radio program saying, look, I can't the two party, I call for third party. I call the third party, man.
Ulrich still with nah. Ulrich not with that no more. You know it. Yeah. He's still with that?
Yeah, we say. If he die, you ain't take no water from no PNM person, but the only person can give him that water to save his life is penny backers, can bring him back.
KFC, you're making that up, man. Ulrich can go see that.
I tell you, the guy is a PNM head, but that's, you know, he's just trying to be balanced now. Man, real love penny backers. But Mr. Washington, I don't see the editorial, man. With the honorable Kamala Sasa say true, will you not do editorial there, you know?
It's true.
Because CLICO, right? CLICO. Yeah. And who's around that? Dupré?
Yeah. CL Financial was owned by.
Right.
Yeah. Dupré father started that.
Right. He was in a terror, he was like a Syrian, a black Syrian in this country, right?
Yeah.
And he was in real difficult something in there. Yeah. The black government then bail him out.
They know that they bail him out. They did bail him out, right? And the company make back all the money to pay back everything to the government, and the government only liquidating the assets to the 1%. Yes, I know about it.
So they seize the asset, to only 1%.
Yeah, to the 1%. Yeah.
So that nothing to offer the black people in the community, like all the black.
No, CEPEP and URP. CEPEP and URP. Take that and cool it now, man.
CEPEP and URP. When everywhere I go, people meeting me and telling me, KFC, your government cut CEPEP and URP. So I costing them. I said, go on into all the grass, go and pull out all the grass, they tell you about CEPEP and URP. CEPEP and URP come like that. That curse, you know, Mr. Washington.
Well, you think it's easy?
That money only that crime, you know. Because you walk 2 weeks away, 2 weeks to get how much? Eight something a month, $1,500 a month.
Correct.
When you get that money, your money done, you win money lender, you eat it out, you in the shop for all that money, you can even pay rent and understand that all kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
We like the change, man.
We like to pay them all, Rick.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
Yeah. Tommy, I don't understand this. PNM Fox said they are wealthy Afro-Trinidadians, including those who become a part of the top 1% in terms of income. All right, PNM Fox, name one wealthy Afro-Trinidadian in the top 1% in terms of income in Trinidad and Tobago. One. You said top 1%, eh, Tommy? Name one. Give us one.
I want to know how many people they are providing employment for.
Well, yeah, you could give me one. Give me one. Tommy, you know you can't ask them for more than one, you know. You can only ask them for one, you know. Because one is the minimum and the maximum, you know. You understand? Give me one. You still didn't answer the question. So who don't know that? They are wealthy individuals of Indian descent in Trinidad and Tobago. No. You see, Tommy, you see what you're doing? When we say 1%, anyway, you know what? I ain't go back at that. I'm going to go back at that. I will leave that alone. Caribbean Soul say, Macho will educate them to be independent, but it will take 50 years with PNM in opposition. Correct is right. Oh God, boy. Ginger boy, you almost write a thesis there, boy. Pleasant good night in mental slavery PNM education for a modernized slavery PNM brother, written in 1976 Banana Republic with a PNM written Republican Constitution. Independence and Westminster ended in 1976. This happened in the heart of a oil boom, which was used to buy over everything for the PNM 1%. It was called the PNM. It was called the Elite PNM Wife Clubs in 1956. All right, Ginger boy. Ginger write a short thesis. A short thesis. Mickey the Ghostwriter said, all done said in the PNM. Imagine the PNM had no accomplishment in 10 years with the same budget that the UNC had in only 5 years. How come? Monica, I don't know if Gordon have any pets in Twitter, but I know he kicked a dog when he was young. He admitted that, all right? So, all right, Tommy, have any voice note?
Sure do.
Yeah, play any voice note you have.
Let me cue up.
Yes, Semantic 62, you're right. The PNM supporters still don't realize they're suffering. But no, they love to suffer peacefully, you know, Semantic 62. I tell you, Caribbean so say Gordon vex, you know, getting to see fire trucks and ambulance. Oh God! Yeah. Gordon upset. Gordon upset. Tommy Mohammed said the PNM should not be allowed to come back in political office again. Geez, Wall Street, they will detest you a little more for raising those facts. Oh God. Hey, Miss Santa Cruz, they already did it, no? Really and truly. If you hear them, the what does they call it? The let me see what it is. Look. Oh, they call it the great betrayal of Wall Street by the PNM. Yeah? How the PNM abandoned Wall Street. That's how they're changing it. The great betrayal of Wall Street by the PNM. And how the PNM. Not time to study them. Them don't like black poor people. Yeah? If them had like black poor people, we would have a Laventil to Wall Street Empowerment Center at the corner, Duncan Street and Independence Square. We would have had it. Yeah?
Walls, I have a voice note by you know who.
Well played.
Let's hear what he has to say. If it's rhetoric, I'm gonna stop it.
That's up to you.
Yes, good evening again. For those who come in late, hope that you had a real good, nice day, and that your night will be better. So here we are in the village, and I do learn a lot of things on this platform. So, yeah, those who said that you did not lie, you did not lie. I learned a lot of things. One of the things that I've learned is what? Reputation. Yeah, in teaching they tell you that. Guys always boy. Yeah, reputation. But how come when I say my truth, they're accusing me of repeating and calling for me to be banned? Eh? How come? It are things that I am hearing on this platform over and over and over. You know, I really don't have a problem with it because I already know where I put it. So I don't have a problem with it. But I'm listening to the 6.5, and they are saying, Maloney repeating, you repeating. Yeah, you repeating. Hey, boy, I just find that this is really, really a jokey scenario. Jokey because the things that this platform stood against, which was the Tiller Dead community, anything the government did, they stand with it. Of course, not Gordon, because Gordon is country lover, not party lover. And Gordon said, any good thing the party do, I for that. Good thing, because not everything they did was good. But the next set until I did, everything the government did was bad. Everything they did was bad. They criticized, they condemned, they may lie, they may lick, they may pop, they may poop. Yeah. But you know, it just happened to be that the government changed. And you know, they're doing the same thing in a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, not all the cases. The same thing. And you know, these people now are spinners. All of a sudden, they become cricketers. They're using the high test or the triple crown. I ain't sure which one are the ball. All right? And they're spinning. So it was bad then. But it is okay. All kind of thing you're getting for what? SOE. They said the threat fixed. Everything all right, good, no, right, good. But yet still we ain't. Oh gosh, but people, then we wake up now. Then we help country now. But how long we go along with this we and them and we and them and we and them, and in the meantime thousands of people ain't no bloody work. Thousands of people ain't no where they get money from to buy books. In the meantime, you and I could fix that, you know. You and I could fix that. They jump on the bandwagon, they say, thing, we had to take away this. They make sure they change the law so that this man ain't going to be able to get that pension, and they change the law. I one of the things they criticize and they stuck it with it, no problem. They criticize things, the salary increase, thing. You know, they ain't change the law to change that. But the killer there and them coming in and saying, yes. Money time, you have no money, you have no thing. And yet you have a cabinet that is the biggest. I mustn't talk about them thing. I must come here and say UNC nice. Listen, this is so nice. The government nice. Yes. Oh boy. Anyhow, I go on.
You know, it's so hypocritical of that fella. But anyway, you Mr. Intellectual. Welcome. Mr. Intellectual.
Yeah, blessed night again, gentlemen.
Yeah.
You see what I said earlier on this evening, that the fella can't help himself but defend stupidness.
Yeah.
He supported a party that was corrupt to the core.
Yeah.
The program that he advocating for is a corrupt program, and he's still advocating for that. He want them people and them. Hear how wicked this man is, eh? He want these people and them to go back to CEPEP, to get hungry money.
Correct. Starvation
so
wages.
That they could starvation wages. So that them could keep them under their foot, so that they could vote for them another time.
Correct.
You could understand the hypocrisy of these people and them.
Yeah.
The wickedness that them perpetrating on this country, and then he talking about he's a lover of country. What country he love? The one that he planted in the backyard. The country that he planted in the backyard, that is what he loves. Not Trinidad and Tobago. Because if he had any love for Trinidad and Tobago, the first thing he would have do is condemn that corruption that was taking place with his government and destroying the lives of these poor people and them who ain't no better, because that is all they were trained to do. Live on CEPEP and URP and have all these corrupt people and them going to school and collecting money and ghost gang and all this kind of thing. That's what he advocating for. Wicked man. And he want to talk about God. I tell you, he is one of them lodgemen and them boy. One of them Satanists and them. He can't, watch me. That man using the Bible to advocate for the devil. That's what the lodge and them does do. Are you sure he must be a 33-degree Freemason? He had to be one of them. No wonder why he have business and then going on the way how it going on, and he satisfied. I know them lodge people and them, that's how they just operate. And they just talk big and boast. But doesn't tell nobody that is really lodged in. So when he talking about going to church and thing, it's lodging in the wicked set of people. If anybody understand what you hear that press conference that they put out today?
Yeah, I had to play parts of it. I'm a intellectual. You know,
that people are them for real.
But yes, when I hear Penny weak, because I said this is why Penny is so weak. Weak. I was like, wow. And then you hear Colin Booth, and then you hear Gatsby Dolly. I mean, you be like, where them people? Where them was the last 9.5, 10 years, boy? Them was in government.
It don't look so. You know, it's something I see that happening, right? And I think that they should remain which part they is at this present time. You know, that's the honest time. People will get help from them.
Yep, correct is right.
It's only when them in opposition, them know how to help poor people, you know.
Correct is right.
They want to buy books for them now. They want to give them hamper and all kind of thing. So it's best they stay in opposition.
Not best.
They will help the people more.
Not best. They need to stay in opposition. Let them stay in opposition. Because you know what? The supporters go get more help from them when they're in opposition. Because they have to work now. They have to do real work. So get them.
I hope Mr.
Go ahead.
I hope Mr. Maloney supporting them to get them hamper and all them kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, you
because the people and them have money, you know.
Yeah, you go get them hamper.
So I just hope that he giving them hamper and thing.
Yeah.
Instead of that, he does go and deliver hamper and all them kind of things. So I hope that he doing that.
Yeah, you
and I hope that he continue.
Yeah, you go give out hamper.
I hope that he continue.
Yeah.
Because the lodge go vex with him if he don't do it, you know.
They go hold him to account. They go hold him to account. Yeah. You better get out them hampers. Go and dry gin.
Let me tell Mr. Maloney, if I one of the 6.5 that you could reach counting up to, it make a difference. But I realize that you does lie plenty because you does only reach a 6.5, but you know it's 30,000 of them. Right? You know it's 30,000 of them. How he know that? But it's 6.5, right? Yeah. If he feel that people dance and dotish like he outside here, we ain't all that stupid. I hope he ain't kill nobody again, gain them a condition to go and put up for themselves. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you. Just before we go for the break, right, Tommy? PNM Red Fox asks a question. What happened to you on the Diaspora takeover of the CLICO? The PNM didn't want it. Yeah? The PNM didn't want black people to own nothing substantial in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, I'm asking you now. Tell me a lie now. Yeah? And I talk directly to the fella. Yeah. Tell me a lie now. You want to know what happened to the Diaspora takeover of CLICO? The PNM didn't want black people to own that. Me asking you, I'm telling you, you want to ask question, ask more question. I could tell already PNM don't like black people. I could tell you. But what happened? What happened to the Diaspora takeover of CLICO? The PNM that happened. Yeah? Miss Santa Cruz, go on your lie, you damn lie. You are not for country. You are for Balize House. You are only for the country when PNM in office. Correct is right, Miss Santa Cruz. Gordon and them only for country when the red is in power. Yeah? Even though they're not in power, Gordon still putting on the tutu and go and Santi Manite wrong Balize House. Yeah? He started off with a red left ear plugs. That's how he started off. Yeah? PNM folks get me upset. You want to talk about what happened to the Diaspora and CLICO? Eh? What happened to them? Eh? They wanted to sell it all out to the 1%. That is what happened to them. Oh, you didn't expect the answer? Eh? Look him. You lie. You could not close the deal. You behave just like Roger. Yeah, you could say what you want. You could say what you want. You wasn't on the phone. You wasn't talking. You wasn't there. You wasn't there. Okay, let me see. Let me see what it is. Oh, yeah. All right, Caribbean Soul. Wall Street. Caribbean Soul say Wall Street. No, you're saying it wrong. When PNM in power, he don't care about what happened to the country. When UNC in power, he cares about the country. Oh, yeah. Caribbean Soul, correct is right. Correct is right. Yeah. When PNM in power, whatever it is, man. But when UNC come in power, all on a Sunday for country. Them for country. Look, give me a break, eh? Give me a break. Go on, dry ginger. Let's take that break. Yeah, we go take that break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, folks, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live, please. Thank you.
Yeah. And when we come back, I want you all to listen to Penny Wigbeckers. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
No more red, no more red, no more red, no more red, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, me bye bye. Bye bye, bring bye bye. I'm a point of We're tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, of the proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red, foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Fire! 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 Fire!
Here back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, do your WZYE Civic Duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live. Please share the live. Thank you.
Okay, let me go to a few voice notes here, Tommy. We had a few voice notes. This is Vonette from Tobago voice note.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and the professor. You know that video that Marvelous Marva spoke about the propaganda. You know that was in Tobago. The stupid one and them clap, and those that didn't understand what is the meaning of propaganda bow their head. They're so dotish. They don't even know what is propaganda. That they're so dotish. I can understand how big people can't understand for themselves. And like PNM like to shove down thing in the throat. And they must believe. Stupid people.
So just in case you guys missed it, this is what Vona is talking about. Vonette, excuse me, this is what Vonette is talking
That the
about.
PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
There we go. Let me play another voice.
Good night, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington going through the social media page, I just have to wonder sometimes with some of these PNM comments, them actually making this independence celebration as a pro-African celebration. That really? Independence Day is only for African people. Right, that is the agenda they're pushing. And now they're not saying that Kamala cancel the parade and the fireworks. They're saying Kamala cancel Independence Day. So they don't have no holiday, right? Now they're talking about Diwali. Kamala should ban the fireworks. Well, I want to tell them I will be in full support of that, especially in a time like this. Until the country get better, then we could figure out something about that. Because the location I live in, I doesn't know if it's fireworks busting or gunshot ringing off. So I will be in full support of that.
Everything for the PNM is race to the one shop, race to the Don Alexander says, safe and blessed night to Professor Washington, Uncle Tommy, and all viewers and listeners. I think I have another voice note here. Okay, here it is, Miss Santa Cruz.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody on the village chat and everybody out there. Gordon, you're a selective patriot. Only when the PNM is in office, you are for country. Other than that, you're a hypocrite. You are no 24/7 patriot. Typical PNMite. When the PNM out of office, you have all the answers. It's amazing
For 9.7 years, Rowley was bashing Mrs. Basabi's sister up until they left office, and they're still doing it. But you didn't have a problem with that. The UNC is only there 110 days, but we mustn't talk about what Rowley do. Eh? Rowley messed up this country, whether you want to admit it or not. It was lies, half-truths, innuendo, and propaganda. But you didn't have a problem with that. You never call him out on that, because that was your God. You worship the ground that he walked on. But now the other one that you hate her with a passion. Yes, Gordon. Yes, Gordon. Don't be a hypocrite. Say. You hate her with a passion. You don't want to hear anything they say about the PNM. Why? But you was comfortable with Rowley talking about Kamala all the time. Kamala. You didn't have a problem then. But you have a problem now. But you know, you said PNM, you went down memory lane saying PNM good. You're asking, my bad, you're asking who said PNM not good for this country and neither is UNC. I know you're throwing that for Wall Street, but I want to ask you, who said I live in Mason Hall, and Mason Hall very near CLICO, and I went CLICO for the one who threw me out of office, and then suddenly I love Manning. We were best of friends. He was the jewel in the crown of the PNM. Huh? You see, Gordon, for everything you say, we have a comeback. I keep telling you, God does not like hypocrisy. I don't know what God you're praying to, but you don't like hypocrisy. Stop it. Stop being one. Jeez, is that so hard? Thanks a lot, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
You see, Mr. Santa Cruz, one thing he learned from, another thing that he learned from us is a liar has no memory. Because 36 years ago, or 37, before I got married, my mother-in-law told me a liar has no memory. Let me say hello to Gordon Dryden Joseph. And it is something very difficult for them, because just the other day, he put a post with 30,000 people gone. Then he had to come back and say no. And today you say, what, 1,000 or more? It's like every single program he come, he just forget what he said last time and come back and change it. You understand? And it's like the miseducation that the PNM have done to them, have done a hatchet job on their brains. They have actually done a hatchet job on them fellas' brains. But folks, I want you to listen to the opposition leader today. God, do you have any more voice media?
No, not. I don't see any at this time.
All right. I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this. I mean, we moved that. Listen to the opposition leader. I was shocked and amazed and of the weakness, the constant weakness that she continues to show. You know, and everybody wanted Penny. Give me Penny. Boy, Penny look like she's going to be a half cent now.
Because we also know we cannot ignore the fact that the Independence Parade is also an economic activity for a lot of people. A lot of small vendors who...
No, think about this, right, Tommy? Penny Weekbeckers saying that Independence Day celebration is activity for a lot of vendors. Tommy, what happened in emancipation when the PNM bring down the Ashanti King? You remember what happened up in the Savannah? You remember when vendors was complaining?
Yep.
Eh?
The vendors couldn't do any business.
Like, you see, Tommy? You see? All of a sudden, Penny forget that. You talking about the vendors now. What about under the PNM? Emancipation celebration. Them just forget. Well, no, them don't forget you. Them feel everybody stupid like how them PNM people and them bodies they do. You understand? They feel everybody like that. Yeah? Listen to she again. Listen to her. Listen. All the listener, this is not Wall Street and Uncle Tommy making this up, you know. This is the opposition leader herself making these statements. Listen to her.
Because we also know we cannot ignore the fact that the Independence Parade is also an economic activity for a lot of people. A lot of small vendors and basically generating a lot of economic activity, not just for vendors, but for business persons. So if it is that there is some serious threat, this government really needs to provide us, the Prime Minister in particular, needs to give the country some sort of assurance.
Tommy, the commissioner of police, right? And Atawa Tenore Penny weak, you know. She weak. Is the weakest opposition leader in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Weak. Penny, you didn't hear what the commissioner of police stated? And as we go along, the minister, Wayne Sturge, didn't he get threats? Didn't he get threats? So what you want? You know what they want, Tommy? They wanted it, something to happen. And then you know what they go say? You see, I tell all you, look, they were supposed to do this and they didn't do it. Look what happened now. Look what happened. That is what them do. But the government is a proactive government, not a reactive government. The PNM is a reactive government. They're not nothing innovative. They just react to everything. But we continue to listen to
Assurance that the Honorable Prime Minister is aware as to exactly what is this threat. Because you cannot have your own ministers of governance giving a different story on each and every occasion. And I want to make the point as well that about the importance of looking at the Newsday of yesterday, where they indicate that the police and military agencies have unearthed a plot to kill Minister Wayne Sturge.
Tommy, she actually reading that there was a threat to kill Minister Wayne Sturge. Tommy, no, we can't make this up. So Tommy, if there's a threat, what do you want the police and the government to do? This is just so unbelievable. That's what I'm telling all you, you know. The evidence is there, you know. Weak. And you reading that newspaper article, Tommy?
True.
And it's a threat. And you trying to make it look like they shouldn't have done what they did? Boy, I even feel to play the rest of this, you know.
And let me tell you why it is important. Because what I find interesting is in that article, if you have read it, they have given us so much details as it relates to this threat that my question is how it is that an arrest hasn't yet been made. Because if you read the article,
Tommy, we should be asking the question, how come Faris Alwari haven't been arrested?
That's correct.
That is what we should be asking. Or maybe we should ask the opposition leader, Penny Week Beckles, how come your senator haven't been arrested? How come? How come? Boy.
And again, I'm looking at it, threat against Sturge. It specifically says that while the immediate threat has been disrupted, according to the police commissioner, several other co-conspirators are not yet in custody. They go on to say that, according to intelligence report, the threat is linked to the minister's refusal to comply with demands to install hand-picked people in both states.
So, Tommy, there is a threat to the minister, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, Penny, I really don't know. You know, Bring Marvelous Marva, Penny. Put Marvelous Marva instead. Put he. At least he could come with better propaganda. Put he, Penny.
And constituency level jobs.
Tommy, you know you have a movie that says, put me in. That's what we should do. Put me in. Put in Marva. Put me in. Boy.
Interestingly, among the identified conspirators is a lawyer with close ties to the ruling UNC administration. 2 illegal quarry operators and a senior military officer. Now, they didn't say 3, they didn't say 4, they didn't say 1, they identified 2. And they talk about the fact that, according to the police, one of the illegal quarry operators is from the Toko Sandy Grande constituency. That is where the Honorable Minister is from. And the other from Santa Cruz. And then they speak about a senior military officer has in the past been seen driving an SUV owned by a quarry operator. They are providing us here with all the information. I mean, that is amazing. So is it that they are telling the public that you have all of this information? You know the quarry operators, you know the person from the military, you know the car he's driving, and these are the circumstances that is related to the whole issue of the parade and the cancellation of the parade, and they are not able to arrest these persons who they clearly are identifying.
Tommy, this is just unbelievable, boy. Really and truly. When I hear this, I cannot believe Penny actually stood up on a podium and uttered this garbology, boy. Like she doesn't know about investigations. Penny, this is sad. This is really sad.
They know.
You had to change.
According to a sensitive report submitted to the police, the security team of soldiers and other agencies guarding the minister had to take evasive action to protect Sturge after a suspicious car with 4 men approached the minister as he was with 2 other lawyers during a visit to his constituency. Now, the question arises, they are giving us all of this evidence. And what is the population to believe? Is it a question where they are not able to deal with these people? They are not able to address these issues? They are not able to deal with these people who are allegedly involved in criminal activity? So I just want to make the point that as a responsible opposition, we have concerns, we have genuine concerns. If it is
There's a little pause, folks. Don't worry, there's a little pause.
So I just want to make the point that as a responsible opposition, we have concerns, we have genuine concerns. If it is that the government, the prime minister, the minister of home defense, if you have all of this information, yes, we have to be concerned. But the concern is, what is the reason why they're not able to arrest these people if they have all of this information?
So Tommy, we have all of these concerns, but you want to have an Independence Day parade or Independence Day celebration. You reading out all these threats, and you still saying that they should have the Independence Day celebration. Penny, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed that you got on a podium or a platform to talk this gobbledygook.
That if they took the decision, okay, you want to cancel the parade and you have concerns, we must remember that it is the said government who told us, and if you recall the Prime Minister saying, crime is down. you should feel safer and have.
Tommy, what that have to do with crime being done? What?
Been said that recently, at the same time, they are now saying that they are all of these threats. So I want to say in no uncertain terms that we have always had a proud tradition of having our Independence Parade. We are calling on the Honorable Prime Minister to clear the air. We have heard from several of your ministers. The country now wants to hear. Thank you very much.
Boy, I tell you, boy. Benny, you're very disappointing. That was very disappointing. Very disappointing. Well, that's very disappointing. Very disappointing that you will come out and give that press conference. What did we really learn about from Penny there? What did we learn from Penny? Nothing. Not one thing. What? Gordon Dryden said that's a real threat, or someone say it's a threat. Anyway, look. You see, for that, take this. I mean, you just hear your political leader talk about a threat, and then you come with that? Eh? You come with that? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. But folks, Tommy Muhammad says the businessmen can't make money for this independence. Santa Cruz says, don't exactly. Ferris knew who they're sleeping with, what part of the chicken they're eating, which condiment, with condiment, bathroom visit, everything, but couldn't hold them. Oh, God. Yeah. All right, I think I have a voice note here. Tommy, you have a voice note?
I'm going to check.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I have a voice note here.
Good night, Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tommy. This is Tobago here. You know, if anything happened in Trinidad and Tobago, just like the coup, you know, PNM is involved in it.
Involved in a coup. Okay. What's that? Absolutely. Mr. Florida, I was wondering where you're going, boy. I thought you went on a vacation.
No. I have you know, stuff getting organized and stuff now. Sometimes it'll be very busy.
Yes,
so I was being not bad as we watch it. So I now see the video you play, Mr. Well, let me say, sorry, my manners. Good night, Mr. Hansen. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night to all the callers, Texas, everybody on the live. Happy to see everybody here on this morning. But Mr. Hansen, Tommy and everyone. So I know here in this lady saying the Honorable Penny. I will put respect to her name, you know, because I hear people just be calling the Honorable Kamala, the Prime Minister, she, and no respect. But anyhow, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tom, everyone. So she's saying, the Penny saying, so the people can't sell for the day.
Yeah.
So who trained Charlotte Street to Chinatown?
Yeah, you can't sell.
And who when the vendors selling on the street, who used to send the cops when it was 10 years ago and throw everybody thing in the ground? The same who sell it? We did for them for 10 years to be able to sell. But now they want to sell? You see, this threat is serious. You see, you cannot have all these officials coming out. And in case if something happened and disable the country, if a few ministers outside in that parade get shoot and fired upon or they put some bomb or something, the country is going to get totally shut down. It's going to be martial law. That is what you want? You're missing out independence for 1 year. That's something.
Yeah, that is a big deal.
It's not a big deal. If they sort of this problem, I guarantee you next year, God willing, the UNC and the Honorable Miss Kamala will have this parade 2 times as big. Because she knows that she's stopping it true for a reason. And you know, they like to talk about the care for the citizens who selling and care. But what did you do, Miss Penny, when you was in government for 10 years for these vendors who selling on the side of the road? Yeah. What did you do for them? You see, only when you're in opposition you care about people. But I'll give you a little heads up. You're going to stay in opposition for a very, very long time.
Correct.
Look on this thing, Mr. Anson Satori.
Yeah. So me?
Yeah, but Anselm?
Yeah. I want you to listen. You know, it is very sad when you call yourself a journalist and you go to a press conference and they have to correct you on statements that you are making. So, what I want you all to listen to this. This was today, eh? Today. Listen to this fella.
Any other questions?
Hi, morning. The situation that you would have pointed out with Minister Sage, we also saw in the article where there were threats to his children.
Yes.
And they attend public schools. What are they going to do where those schools are concerned? Where that school is concerned, where his children attend? Are they going to just what?
So Tommy, he wants to know what are they going to do with the school that your children attend, right? All right. Continue list.
What security measures are they going to put in place for that?
Well, listen. I mean,
what was like?
Standard protocol.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And that's why we're saying, listen, this is a serious issue, right? We are not taking it lightly.
What?
The point I'm making is they have the information. That's the point. They have it. They have shared all of it with the public. Yes.
But let me just add some information that you may not have. It has been standard practice for the relatives of ministers of national security to have special protection, including children at school. Okay?
Okay.
That's a fact. I can state that without contradiction. That's the standard practice, that the children of ministers of national security would get special protection from special branch and so on when they attend school. Okay.
Ms. Dr. Dolly, you would have talked about a program that would have been happening during the vacation, school vacation. You want to elaborate a little bit about it for those of us who may not be aware of the success or what the program was entailed, because you shared it with us, but there are some of us who are totally oblivious to what the program would have had that would have assisted our children to be so successful at the CXC.
Assisted our children to be successful at the CXC. All right? All you... Oh, God. I mean, I don't mean to laugh. Eh? Let me replay that earlier. Listen to this. Listen to this. Eh?
Because you shared it with us, but there are some of us who are totally oblivious to what the program would have had that would have assisted our children to be so successful at the CXC.
So So he want to make it out like if this program was a PNM program to make it successful at the CXC. Oh God, Father, please put a hand. All the listener,
Very quickly, that program, the Vacation Revision Program, was a program put in place so none of the children who would have been involved in that program would have written CXC as yet.
Tommy, none of the children would have written CXC as yet. None of the children in the program would have written CXC. Oh Lord Father, please put a hand. But there is more, you know. There is more. We continue.
That was a transition program. It was part of the wider strategy to assist with our students, reintegrating them to back to school when they came out in 2022. So it really was a combination of back to school activities. There was social element to it, where they had the school support officers working with students, and there was also the curriculum element of it. And it was designed so that students can get accustomed at a transition between primary and secondary school. And it was specifically for students who were heading into Form 1 and for students who had gotten under 50% in the SE. So it was to assist them with transition as well as to assist them with some of the curriculum issues and some of the main issues, math and English. And also there's a social element to assist them as well. So their transition will be more successful.
All you know who most of that 50%, the makeup of that 50%, right?
Of
Right,
course.
holy call. All you know that, right? So let me continue.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Emmett, you were sharing with us some information about the company that has come over to do some drilling exam, and you're saying to us that they have some questions to answer with the procurement process is concerned. You want
I raised a number of points. What I said is that we need to know whether this was by competitive bidding or whether it was sole select procurement. In other words, did they go directly to Exxon, or did Exxon come directly to them? An agreement was reached without competitive bidding. That's question number one. Question number two, what are the terms? And question number three, when does the government really expect to get revenue from that arrangement if oil is discovered at all? Because first you have to discover oil. This is a virgin field, right? It's virgin. By that I mean it hasn't been surveyed. It's a green field. I think that's the politically correct term now. It's a green field. You have to survey it, then you have to drill and see if you find oil. And if you find oil, that you've found it in commercially viable quantities. And after you do all of that, then you go into production. You're talking 10, 12 years. Okay? So it's fine for them to make a big thing out of it, but it's not going to happen in this parliamentary term. In this term of the UNC, they will get no revenue from that oil arrangement.
Okay, my last question to the opposition leader. So all of this revelation that we have gotten about Minister Sturge, are you calling upon the Commissioner of Police to give us some sort of information of how is he going to move forward with this revelation of things that are being said or information that's being put out in the public domain?
Well, I'm not going to call any commissioner of police to do his work. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if they're providing the information, obviously they are doing their work. But I'm simply saying that the fact that you have all of that information in the public domain, what we are clear about is that they know exactly what is taking place. And if they are doing their work, then we will wait to see exactly what will happen.
Will the PN
Tommy,
wow.
I am amazed that fella will go there and embarrass himself like that. That's an embarrassment. Sugi, we don't use that kind of language in here. Sugi, those type of language is not used in here. Apologize for that language. We don't use that type of language in here. Okay? We do not use that type of language. I know this might be the first time here, but we don't use that type of language. Go ahead, KFC.
Oh, Mr. Tobago, Mr. Wall Street, I mean, in the trim life. so Black Eye and Neil, he's a big journalist now.
Oh God.
I read the fear, I really can't. Never read some. All right. Pastor Neil reacts to the hard questions, boy. He get the propaganda, he get the propaganda answers.
Yeah, the man going on talking about how these children can program to improve the children, how it help the children with CXC.
If you get in a position,
you can't make this up, boy. You can't make it up.
Now you good. I know you have a program tonight. And he says, oh, call me. Oh, I song in the press conference.
Oh, you song in the press conference? Oh, let's see it.
Yeah, he said he call us, I don't call him.
Eh?
Pastor, yeah.
Send that film. Send it film.
Yeah, I'm going to say. I'm going to send it film. Send it for me.
Send it film, yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's send it film. Let him know his song. PNM Fox, send it film. Let me know his song. Tell him his own party had to fact check him. His own party had to fact check him. Ram the Rhine, welcome.
Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Hold on. Sugi, no problem. Your apology accepted. Go ahead.
Yeah, good night, Uncle Tommy. And Wall Street.
Yeah.
What I want to say, I see Penny reading on the newspaper. She understand what she reading? She like a little child going to elementary school, reading from a script. I want to ask her if she understand what she reading. If she could, without the newspaper, if she could explain what she reading. No, she cannot explain that. That's why I always say she's so happy to go back to school and learn how to talk, learn how to translate.
Yeah.
You see, when you stand up on a podium and you could read without a newspaper or without a paper in front of you, that is what they call that you could do. But she can't do it like the next one, Bundles. Bundles always talking once in that crap. Imbot always talking once in that crap. You know, these people, they don't have better things to do. I wonder what Imbot doing now with the $2.6 billion they thief. If you decide to give by the government it. You see? So, all in all, penny Beckles, 1 cent week Beckles, go home and sleep, Nagel. Go and cook some food right churn. If you have any. And hug up the churn and say, look, mommy here. You know? Because nobody want to hear you. You're just wasting time, oh man. That's it, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Tommy. I when I hear that, I was like, "Wee boy!" I listened to that, and then at the end there was the pastor with the internet search engine, and like, boy, your own party fact checking. I didn't even have to fact check him. Your own party fact check him, Mr. Florida. Well,
waste a lot of time though.
Oh God, hey, Mr. Come laugh for that. In and out tonight, in and out. But when I hear that pastor, I have to listen.
Yeah.
So that is the same man who have a program who trying to educate the so-called PNM, and he even know what is the program about. What they're doing to educate these CXC to prepare them for CXC, but he don't know it's for primary school.
Yeah. When I hear she gave the answer, I said, well, wait, the man didn't even know what the program was about. He want to sound like he's so intelligent and he know what he's talking about. And the woman had to check him right there and then.
But besides that, you same man who trying to educate the PNM psychopath.
Yeah.
And he don't even know what program is about.
But listen.
And what it is about.
Correct. His program is where PNM Fox and them does listen to Gordon Dryden, Bandmana, Patty Reed, and all of them. Them just listen to that program to get education. Them just continue to listen to our program to get miseducated.
And you see how Miss Penny watching him?
Yeah.
Like he said, bro, are you for real?
Yeah. But like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Where you come from?
I feel like why you talk about Burjan because you say, boy, you are Burjan, journalist.
Yeah.
You're green.
He make him do that. He make him talk about Burjan. Yeah.
Yeah, because besides before you go, I listen to a little bit of the press conference and he would ask Akash a question. He say, yeah, but you block me on everything. Akash telling him, you block me on everything. And he see how the minister don't want to say anything. Here, Akash, well, Mr. Mbut, he take a page out of your book because you block me on everything too when you was in government. It was in the beginning of the press when they started to take questions. Boy, Mr. Ansem, I laugh when I hear that because if you see him good face, you should look fit.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Ansem, Mr. Tommy.
Yeah, I see all of that, but I could only cut out a few of them things. Yeah? Huh?
That's a lot of time wasted.
Yeah. Tommy, I just couldn't believe that the man went to a press conference unprepared. Unprepared, Tommy. And he tried to make it look like if, well, all these are very intelligent questions. And they had to tell him, no, you really don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're
time too.
Huh?
The opposition wasted a lot of time.
A lot of time. You just waste time. Waste time. Waste time. I wonder if I could play this next video here, boy. Anyway, let me play this last video here because this video is what Penny Week Beckers was talking about with respect to Wayne Sturgeon and the threat to the minister. So let's play that. Let's get that. And this is what she was reading.
Police, military take steps to protect defense minister. Threat against Sturge. Police and military intelligence agencies have unearthed a plot to kill Defense Minister Wayne Sturge, and several additional security measures have been put in place to protect the minister and those close to him. Senior officers in 3 separate intelligence agencies linked to both the police and military confirmed a real and present danger to the minister and his relatives. A request seeking comment from the minister was not answered. Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara did not respond to a WhatsApp query seeking comment on the matter on August 16th. The confidential report has reached the desks of military commanders of elite units in the Defense Force and Police Service and is being treated with urgency, according to one intelligence officer familiar with the case. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar on August 11th said 2 other government ministers, Barry Paterath, Public Utilities, and Khadija Amin, Rural and Local Government, lives have been threatened over their reform of make-work programs such as the Community-Based Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program, CEPEP, and the Unemployment Relief Program, URP. The PM said there were also threats made to URP Program Manager Feroz Khan. The development comes in the wake of the government's decision to cancel the annual Independence Day parade at the Queen's Park Savannah, Port of Spain, scheduled for August 31st, based on advice from national security agencies. According to a statement from the Ministry of Homeland Security on August 15th, the parade was halted following security concerns raised amid the state of emergency declared on July 18th to dismantle organized criminal gangs operating from behind prison walls, from executing a plan to assassinate key justice and law enforcement officials. While the immediate threat has been disrupted, according to the police commissioner, several other co-conspirators are not yet in custody, police said. According to intelligence reports, the threat is linked to the minister's refusal to comply with demands to install hand-picked people in both state and constituency-level jobs. Among the identified conspirators are a lawyer with close ties to the ruling UNC administration, 2 illegal quarry operators, and a senior military officer. According to police, one of the illegal quarry operators is from Toco/Sandy Grande constituency, while the other, based in Santa Cruz, has close ties with senior military officers. The senior military officer has, in the past, been seen driving an SUV owned by one of the quarry operators. Police said the lawyer wields considerable influence and has reportedly been lobbying and demanding to select staff in the Ministry of Defense, the military, the Toco/Sandy Grande constituency office, and the unemployment relief program. Police said information corroborating the threat has been identified in a series of telephone calls and a frightening incident which took place in Machura on August 9th. According to a sensitive report submitted to the police, the security team of soldiers and other agencies guarding the minister had to take evasive measures to protect Sturge after a suspicious car with 4 men approached the minister as he was with 2 other lawyers during a visit to his constituency of Toco/Sandy Grande. The car sped away after the security team drew their weapons, according to the report. Police said the security team was unable to identify any of the occupants as the car had its high beam lights on. The incident took place shortly after 9 p.m. According to the report, the security team secured the minister in an armored SUV and headed to the Sandy Grande police station while the supporting team scouted for the car, described as a white Mazda 3, darkly tinted, with its registration plates obscured by reflective tape. The same car had been spotted on at least 3 occasions passing the minister's detail during his constituency visit, according to the report. Police said the vehicle was not intercepted, but the incident left the minister and 2 other lawyers shaken. On July 29th, police confirmed another incident involving the convoy carrying the defense minister, which occurred around 12:30 a.m. as Sturge left a public consultation on Stand Your Ground legislation in Sandy Grande. According to a report, as the convoy of vehicles exited into Waller Field, people hiding in the bush hurled stones which struck one of the SUV's front windscreen. 2 other vehicles, not in the convoy, were also struck near an area referred to as Jacob's Hill. Sturge, a seasoned criminal defense attorney who previously served as a UNC senator, was elected MP of Toco/Sandy Grande and appointed as Minister of Defense on May 3rd. He shares the Temple Court, Abercrombie Street, Port of Spain, office with Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander. Sturge was subsequently appointed minister in the Ministry of Homeland Security to assist Alexander with his portfolio. The former National Security Ministry was split into 3: the Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Homeland Security, and the Ministry of Justice, by the UNC administration. The new Ministry of Defense focuses on the defense force comprising of thousands of officers in the regiment, Coast Guard, Air Guard, and Defense Force Reserves. The protection of the country's borders falls under the military air and naval assets, and soldiers have been given powers of arrest during the state of emergency.
Dementia is now known.
Tommy, so we see the seriousness of this, and I think the opposition want nothing to be done. They don't want anything. They don't want anything here.
I think they're just wasting press time and people's time.
Yeah. So, folks, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes and put your closing quotes as well. Yeah, they're wasting a lot of people's time. Yeah. Caribbean so say Gordon, Dominic, and them fellas repeating what they hear from Keith Rowley for the past 15 years. But how much of those alleged allegations have the PNM pursued for the last 9 years in government? Put your closing comment. Don't worry, Sugi. No problem. What is that? Yes. Yeah. And who believe that put up both feet? What are you talking about? Yeah, listen to this, Tommy. PNM folks, people just get up one morning and decide to assassinate a minister and their family if they did no wrong. That not making sense. Nick says the AI talking and making more sense than Pastor Google and Golden Drygen. Santa Cruz said, Gordon, better check your meds. So those PNMites are honest, but Wall Street and Uncle Tommy are lying. Man, your red slipping. Yeah, and you tutu showing too. Man, pony tutu in public, yes? Yeah? Man, show up you tutu in public. Okay. Man, Mari, somebody say you're cussing, boy. I don't know we don't cussing here. You don't allow no kind of... Reporter, how you going, brother?
Good night, my brother Wall Street and brother Toby. Good night.
How you going, my brother?
Good to you, my brother.
I just listened to that clip there at Trinidadian. And I'm telling you, are you hearing me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Right. People of Trinidad and Tobago and all native of this land who live in abroad are going to refresh the memories on when the PNM in opposition, what does take place in Trinidad and Tobago, because they rarely know about opposition position, eh? You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here it is. You remember there was a time some dustbin was blowing up in Port of Spain and people was getting damaged in Port of Spain?
Correct.
You remember those days?
Yeah.
You as a researcher, find out where the PNM was and where was the position going back to 1990. In 1990, while the NR was in office here, the Jamat, I'm not using no alleged with this, the police service allowed the Jamat to be training throughout St. James, trotting and jogging in camouflage pants and boots every evening. I was working at Ethel Street corner, right behind Royal Castle. And let me tell you something, my brother. You see the interception of these phone calls. Yes, you Trinidadian, listen well. And tomorrow you other talk show callers can remember what I say here tonight. You see that phone call that the authorities is intercepting? That is what have them where they are today. They are intercepting things that have been said on phone. Remember these people who have no set ahead, who calling on phone and the technology is way advanced. All calls that is important to the state will be tapped into, and I call on the families and the community who just have the little young ones lying down whole night talking on phone with men from the prison. When the police break down your door within this SOE here, you cannot vex. You cannot vex because remember, the men who call in the shot alleged from inside the prison. They can't come out here and do nothing. They have to use the people on the outside here. And this is what the government is trying to deal with. I hear some people talking about the putting off of the Independence Parade. People, are they for real? Are they for real? What is this really wrong? I listened to the urban station. I listened to some urban station today in the country here too. The youths and them being misguided with these PNM people. Hear what is going on. New people take office, all the books, all the borrowing of money, it is documented in the new government hand. The government, now, if they don't see the money, that's only fair to ask where the money gone. And so far, they are trailing where mismanagement and squandering have been taking place. It could be who? It could be the UNC, it could be COP, it could be PNM, don't care who it is, because that money is the children money, you know. That is not our money, you know. I will make it a little further. It's our children money, you know. I don't want to take up too much time. All you take it easy, let me discuss other things. Let me hope for the budget. So 4 empowerment could come back to $1 here. Right now we're paying VAT on sweetie, we're paying VAT on chewing gum. These are things we have to look for because there's a budget coming and we had a hope that the government make cost of living a little easier for us. And good night, brother Wall Street. Bless. Mr. Tommy too.
Thank you. Folks,
Same to you, my brother. Good night.
I'm going over. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM.
You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington U on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live as soon as you get in. Share the live. Thank you.
Okay, here's my closing comment. So me, I did another Guardian editorial, but we go get that one tomorrow.
Okay.
Today is Monday, Father, August 18th. I wake up under the guidance of the Holy Spirit, determined to begin this week on the right foot, taking firm steps in faith with a renewed heart, living hope, and a mind fully aligned with your will. I don't know what awaits me in the coming days, but I know that the one who goes before me is the Lord, and that is enough for me. Father, strengthen my steps, establish my thoughts, and guide my decisions. Let no evil arrow prosper. Let no negative word find space in my heart, and let no circumstance steal my hope. Where there is weakness, may you give me strength. Where there is doubt, may you give me clarity. And where there is fear, may your peace cover me like a shield. I declare that this week will be marked by victory, growth, and protection. I believe that doors will open, paths will be illuminated, and nothing will be able to stop your plans in my life. Amen. Right.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
This quote is from Frida Kahlo, and it's about hope. At the end of the day, we can endure much more than we think we can. At the end of the day, we can endure much more than we think we can. Like I always say, you, Mr. or lady in the mirror, you have to become that change that you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. Be dry where it's wet. Be cool where it's hot. And don't forget, we'll see each other tomorrow in the village again here, right here, God willing. Love you all and good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Let me see if I got anything here in the okay. Okay, let me see what I got here in the in WhatsApp. Okay. Donna Alexander says, tell someone how kind, how awesome, how accepting, how forgiving, how generous, how beautiful, how genuine, how amazing they are. Your compliments will change their day. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night, sweet dreams from Donna.
Okay. Yes, my closing comments. Aye, that song is ever so relevant. I'm fed up of the same thing over and over. And people are saying PNM, UNC, all of them is the same thing. Nobody could tell me that they never hear that. I heard it so many times. I don't agree. I don't agree. But that is their view. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah? Perception is reality. Well, I don't agree with that. But then when you watch how things are going, you could understand why some people will be saying that, you know. Because the same bunch of people criticize state of emergency. How you gonna have state of emergency and don't have SOE? And don't have curfew? How you got SOE without curfew? That don't make sense. Think, criminal. Wait as we're experiencing now. And one man, 2 men, 3 men, 5 men, 20 people under threat at our national parade, which almost every country takes pride in. When they have the celebration, showing off all the military might and so on. Some is a little 2x4 thing, you know, like what we have here in Trinidad and Tobago. But it's still ours. It is ours. All right? 60-something years. We've been given the opportunity. Not always we use it, but we've been given the opportunity to govern ourselves, to run our own show. And we always celebrate that, though it has not been done as good as it could have been by all the different governments that we've had. You come with one thing now, security threat. That is the highest security momentum we just have in the country. Because that you're seeing everybody there. And it's not like if everybody in town, you still have police in Arima, in Toko, in Point 14, you still have, because they know sometimes how the thing could go. But you telling me that because of all these big people in one place, so what am I supposed to think? A bomb will drop, a cluster bomb will drop and will kill everybody. Lord, Father, with night, really are people who believe that, boy? There is no self I had to pray, boy. God night.
You see a threat to people in Trinidad and Tobago, and you taking that lightly. Just to defend your party. Just to defend your party, you taking it threat lightly. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, Mr. What's your Uncle Tommy, man? What a nice program today, man. What's up, man? Who's that PNM Gordon Joseph?
Yeah.
All them got so independent. They really feel them independent.
Ask Gordon.
They really appreciate to the country.
Yeah.
When you walk around, pull on your pants and peeing all over the place and pulling in corner and shitting all over the place. And throwing garbage. We really feel we independent, Mr. Washit.
We're independent.
And that given to we. The independent country, Haiti. Haiti more independent money because them fight for it. For the independence. Well, if you want your fireworks, PNM keeping fireworks and things by Bally's house and PNM will be marching this. You can carry the family.
Yeah, man.
You'll have a prime minister so they can keep all their own thing. Bless Mr. Watch that tomorrow meet again. Love.
Yeah, man. Cool. Gordon and Facts was voting for social media reform for PNM to attack this program like WZYE TV that bring facts. So them don't like this program. Must not like the program because they don't like when we bring things that them say. The man say every PNM is a propagandist.
We can clearly see that.
Yeah. He made this statement. We didn't make that statement. He made that statement. And that's why we have Gordon Dryden and PNM Fox and Patty Reed and them propagandists. They can't say the information we bring is not true. We don't make up the information. Joan closing comment. Hi everyone, good night. Watching from Florida. Monica Ramke soon. Friendship is like bread you need every day, not like cake for special occasion. Be safe, stay blessed in Jesus. Amen. Mr. Intellectual say 2 is better than 1, and a threefold cord is not easily broken. The power is in your hands to demonstrate the power that there is in unity. PNM want to hear anything about unity. PNM want to hear about division. Tommy Mohammed says, my next closing comment is this. I am happy it have no parade and the fireworks for independence. Yeah. Vishnu Pandit says, have a safe and blessed night. PNM Red Fox say Uncle Ruckus Wall Street, the TSCT Future Leadership Internship Program with 600 interns is not a UNC government initiative. You can believe whatever you want to believe. What did we see on TV?
Right.
What did we see on TV, PNM Fox? That was a mirage. Caribbean Soul. You can't heal in the same environment where you got sick. That's a good one for them, PNM and them. You can't heal in the same environment where you got sick. How them go heal in the same environment? If you are PNM, how you go continue to heal in the same environment when they starve you? And they have you on starvation wages. How you go heal in that environment? Sugi says, great program, guys. Locked on from here. Sorry again for the industrial language. No problem, man. That's how we just do it here. Closing comment. Bullies only try to break the spirit of others so they can feel better about their own miserable lives. Unknown. Correct is right. Tommy Mohammed said, my closing comment is that we have to run these 13 opposition members out of parliament for good. Yeah. For good. Never want to see them again. Monica Ramkusun says, good night, all in the village. He said I lie a lot on this program. I mean, imagine I just lie a lot, right? And so far, none of them have been able to put fake news on anything that I've put out. None. Zero. Not. Folks, we are out of it. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later. We go on. Bye.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Tobago wins. Tobago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide. If you want leaders who can build, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who can lead properly, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day,